think probably at the moment is managing buyers and also buyers' expectations. So they still have to manage sellers' expectations on price, but definitely the buyer management side of things is the biggest thing that I think a lot of agents are probably struggling with and maybe getting wrong. I remember reading something recently, be careful of not ruining things for yourself when the market changes and becomes a tougher market, and really trying to service buyers at the moment, because at the end of the day, those buyers will remember if you didn't get back to them, if you didn't manage the sales process on the ones that they missed out on. More so, the buyer's always happy that the ones that get it, but it's the buyers that miss out that are the ones that potentially could have sour grapes and could affect you, especially in your farm area, in 2, 3, 4 years' time, when they do become sellers. With the good thing about RESO is that I know with some of the properties, and the property that we're going to be talking probably largely about, and might as well talk about that now, is that I think you've got the stats there, but it was 20 odd people that requested the offer link. And so before RESO, I would have had 23 people requesting, offer packs or intent to make offer packs or whatever, and obviously receiving 12, I think, in the end that we received back, and managing those 12 as they come back to actually put them in writing and make them feel like they've had a fair chance at securing the property, and not feel like, even if they're the 12th best offer, that they've just kind of been forgotten about and thrown off to the side and just used. That's probably how I find RESO enables everyone to feel like it's an even playing field, and no one gets special treatment on RESO. They all get the same feedback. They submit their offers the same way. Everything's even and fair, and that's how I explain it to buyers as well. Is that I'm not just going to give all my attention to who I think is going to be making the best offer. I'm going to give my attention to all of them evenly. Really good. It's really good for the buyers, but it's even better for me. I don't have to prepare anything. It used to take me on a Thursday or a Friday, or my PA at the time, a reasonable amount of time to set up and make sure every weekend that the home open packs are fully stocked. And I put everything on RESO that I would have done in my home open pack, and then I just rock up on the day to the home open with my home open signs. So it's a lot easier. Yeah, initially when I started using RESO, I mainly just used it for that client management or buyer management, offer management functionality, and I was a bit hesitant, as you know, to do the ranking. It took me a while to get my confidence with it, or my, I suppose, head around how I could really utilize it or need to utilize it. It really has a specific benefit, being that a lot of people obviously have preconceived conceptions about real estate agents and just salespeople in general. And my argument always to you was that, look, I can do that part. I can do it over the phone. I can do whatever I need to do. I can negotiate and use my negotiation skills. And I was thinking, I'm not going to get RESO to replace me. And when I realized it's not a matter of RESO replacing me, or I can do it better than RESO. You kind of use both in conjunction. I realized that. So with the ranking, the best part of it, I find, especially in this market and the whole real estate agent thing, perception, is that it's a third party. And I mentioned this, whether or not the buyers are thinking it or whatever, I don't leave it to chance that they may think of it in this way. I plant the seed in their mind when I'm talking to them about RESO and explaining it, is that it's not me telling them that they're not number one at the moment. It's not me telling them that they need to increase their offer, otherwise they're going to miss out. It's a third-party website. All I control is the timing of the ranking. I don't control the results of the ranking. I press a button, you get notified of how many offers there are and what number, purely on price, you're ranked at. And so you're not don't have to trust me, even though I feel I'm very trustworthy. Buyers don't know me from a bar of soap potentially. So trusting a third-party website is, and also just being on the internet, most people are very trusting with that stuff now. Gone are the days they weren't. So that definitely gives you a lot of, I suppose, confidence, or the buyer a lot of confidence that that information that they're receiving is that, okay, they're not number one at the moment, they're number 2, 3 or 4. And if they do want that property and there's any money left in it, they will then obviously up it to whatever their max is. And I say to them, this isn't designed to get you to pay more than what you want to pay. It's designed to get you to pay the maximum you're wanting to pay. And
with no
that's why
regrets at the end, right?
no regrets. And I always say, like, often before I use RESO, no matter how many times I would say to a buyer, make sure you put your best offer forward, because the owner will be accepting the best offer tonight. Make sure this is your best and final. I even write best and final on the offers, and still do it, but did back then. And the number of people I'd call and say, sorry guys, you missed out. Someone else has got the property. They go, oh, we would have paid 10 grand more, 5 grand more, whatever it might have been. Because they inherently didn't believe me, or whatever it might have been. And the RESO system removes that. One of my reluctance to use it when I had a premium buyer that was significantly higher than the second, third, or fourth. And I'm like, I rank it and I'm telling them they're number one. It's like, oh, I'm thinking that's a bad thing. But really, you got to get into the psychology of the buyer. Like, and obviously, my dialogue is more so around the ranking to the person that's number one. The ranking takes care of almost the dialogue for 2, 3, 4, and 5. They know they're number one. Number one, I always call straight after ranking and say, hey guys, you would have just been notified that you're number one, which is great news. But there's no point being the leader on lap 1 and 2. It's all about being the leader at the finish line.
The end.
Number 2, number 3, number 4 know that they're not number one. So there's every chance they may move, but also number 2 might be a cash offer, whatever it might be. So, don't just sit back and think you've got it, because at the end of the day, at 5 o'clock tonight, someone's going to be owning this property. You just got to make sure it's you. We get common replies. I've got a rule for myself, just how I run my business, that no matter how many offers we've got, no matter how bad they are, I will personally call every single one of them back. There's no text message to the offers saying, oh, sorry guys, you missed out. It's a phone call. I know, some of the guys do text, especially I suppose if you don't get a hold of them when you try to call them, but they've had a few replies. I know I've get it when I'm on the phone with them, but a few of the guys showing me a reply saying, I think Miles was that got one that said, oh, thanks Miles, I just really appreciate having the opportunity to make an offer. Even though I was way off, at least I know that I gave it a shot and gave it my best shot. Their biggest frustration is not getting a chance to see the property, but also agents, and I don't blame the agent, it's just the management process that they might have, is that not giving their offer the attention that they feel it deserves, especially if it's a low offer, whereas everyone feels like they're evenly treated with RESO. And I've never had anyone angry that they missed out, because they can see, like I called someone 2 nights ago for the one that we had 8 or 9 offers on, and that was the last person. And I called them and I let them know, sorry guys, you missed out on the property. And they go, oh yeah, we guessed as much. Obviously we got that 8th and we didn't move, so we didn't think it would be a positive phone call. And they go, look, we appreciate it. And they weren't angry,
that's great.
Time. They could see that there were other people that wanted it more than that. It's night and day. So, gone are the days from doing a twilight home open, finishing up, especially this time of year at 5:45 or 6 o'clock or 6:15, and having to drive to someone's house to write up an offer. And I know that's not all RESO, and people can say, oh, we can do that with the offer sheets and, or intent sheets, and then doing DocuSign after. But it's so much easier with just sending a link. People find it easier than, so let's say it's an offer sheet, right? People have to fill out the offer sheet, scan it or take a photo, send it through to you. Just the managing of that is clunky compared to what's available with RESO. So it is so much quicker and easier. Even though people do say, I can imagine people go, oh, but we've got our own processes. I can guarantee whatever your processes are, they're not as streamlined as RESO to Realform to DocuSign. There's nothing currently that is in my mind that could make things quicker physically at all. And I don't want to sound like an infomercial, but I do really believe in it. I do really have benefited from using RESO, and I'd love every agent to use it, but in particular all the Realmark guys, because my wife did say to me, like literally probably 6 months ago, so not even recently, it was more so 6 months ago, and it's even better now. But I walked in the door after closing another sale on RESO, and she goes, "You're just happier," because I don't have to do running around. I don't have to get frustrated and things. I'm very particular and very organised. And so if you're an organised person, or you want to be an organised person, it organises everything for you. It's not. I was going to say it forces you to be organised. No, it doesn't force you to be organised. It's just it does organise you. So yeah, it's made my life a lot easier and
That's
also
awesome.
increase my capacity. So often I'll bring up a RESO sale that I'll be having at the time, because I've always got one on the go, and I'll always have offers in there. So I can show them kind of, I don't obviously show them details and stuff like that, but I can show them like at arm's length away how it works and how it works for me. And they just see that more offers is more money. And it's a no-brainer for them that I explain to them that it's just a numbers game. So I do quite a few home opens. So the more people to inquire, hence why we don't do price and that. So more people inquiring, more people and marketing, more people see it. So more people inquiring, more people that come through your door, lots of home opens, more people that submit offers, RESO, it's a simple equation that's a flow on to get you the best possible price.
Right.
So when I tell them some of the offers, some of the campaigns that we've had, 18 offers, 12 offers, 9 offers, and I can show them on my phone. It's not just me saying it. They can see it. They're straight away, they go, oh, I want 9 offers, I want 10 offers. And they also understand because they're probably buyers as well.
Yes.
And they know there's a lot of people out there at the moment, a lot of agents out there at the moment that are just too busy. And again, I'm not blaming the agents, but buyers do. But they just give them a piece of paper, hey, fill that out and send it through to us. Or here's a blank contract, fill this in, give me a call if you've got any questions, which I think that's not good enough. I know if I was a buyer, I'd be like, that's how you are going to sell my property if I get you to sell it. Whereas this is professional, streamlined. The sellers that I'm talking to are all, because I sell in an area that a lot of people are upsizing. They're all experiencing very different ways of writing up offers. They've all probably put in multiple offers on properties. And more often than not, when I say to them how we do it, they go, oh, we haven't come across that. That's a lot easier. That we feel way more comfortable and less frustrated doing it that way. And so they can see it, because I always say it just removes barriers for people to make offers. So we get more offers. And they see, I can see why you would be getting more offers with this process. Increased capacity, it's just easier. You'll get more time back. So people always talk about time management. So it's the best time management tool in real estate at the moment, because that is our biggest issue at the moment, is being able to service the buyers, in my opinion. Now, look, obviously, if you're an agent that you're at the phase of trying to get listings, no one's going to, really call you to list that property because of RESO. It's more about once you've got those listings. But, I think when you're doing the appraisal to secure that listings, if you can explain RESO and, pitch that's going to help you get it, because a lot of other agents out there won't be even talking about the offer process.
Right.
I would say time management, best time management tool. Again, time back with your family, because again, time management, but just less frustrating, and just it removes a lot of stress out of your day. I found, so I'm definitely a lot less frustrated.
That's
because
fantastic.
at the end of the day, people submit their best offers, and it's the best way to get best offers out of people.
Awesome.
That I found. So more people that use it, I honestly think it's better for us and our careers in longevity. Because like right now, I'd be tearing my hair out if I was dealing with that many people interested on properties, and I didn't have a system like this. My wife wouldn't be saying to me that I'm just happier at the moment. I'd be selling lots of properties like I am at the moment. It wouldn't be happy. I would be extremely, extremely busy. So I don't feel extremely busy, even though I'm having my best years. So.